Welcome to another edition of Chamber Champions. Our guests today are from GQ Law. We have Alice Tucker. Welcome, Alice.
Thank you, Rin.
Welcome, Cam.
Thanks, Arun.
Alice and Cam are partners at GQ Law, as I said. This firm has been around for close to 150 years. So let's hear a little bit about what GQ Law does in the business community, and we'll learn more about what you guys do. Alice.
Thanks, Arun. Well, as you've said, we've been part of the business community for a long time now, and we're very proud about that long-term involvement. We've had the privilege of servicing businesses across the gambit, and we also have had the opportunity to work with a number of key stakeholders in New Plymouth across a long time, which has just been so enjoyable.
Fantastic. So what are the kind of services you provide, Cam?
Yeah, so GQ is a full service firm, so we provide everything but criminal, so we can't get you off any speeding tickets, Arun. But our team specifically, we co-lead our corporate and commercial team, so specifically working with businesses. What I specialise in is buying and selling of businesses, and also energy, since we have a very strong energy community here. Yes. And I've got a bit of an energy background too. So anything business needs, really.
Fantastic. Yeah, we've dealt with GQ for a very long time, and we've had you guys as partners for a long time. What we really enjoy as a chamber is getting a lot of partners together and having these seminars for the larger, wider business community and our members. What do you enjoy about those seminars, and what kind of seminars do you hold?
So the best thing about that is bringing people into our whare. It's just such a great space, and we moved there in 2019 with the intention around making it a place that people could come to. It's a privilege to be able to share it and educate where we can, and then also form those brilliant relationships that the chamber helps build, and is just enjoyable.
Yeah, great. What about you, Cam?
Yeah, there's a few benefits I find. One is the getting to meet more of the business community that will come along and inviting them into our place. But there's also the benefit for us as presenters to connect with other chamber partners. So often that'll be another business from around town that's wanting to present on the same topic. And so it's a good opportunity for us from that perspective to get a bit of relationship building and just connect with other members of the chamber.
Yeah, we really enjoyed the business connections that you guys have hosted in the past. Getting so many people in that room, we're always booked out when you guys host one, and because you make it so dynamic and interesting for everybody, a lot of humor chucked in along with business, so good on you. Is there something you'd like to tell the audience about what you do for community organizations? I know you do a lot, but would you like to share some of that?
Our firm, almost every person in our firm has some kind of community involvement, which we're really proud of, and through that we really are engaged and invested in the community. We sit on boards, we volunteer, we are helping a lot of not-for-profits at the moment working through their constitutional documentation with the change in law coming through, and we're partnering with them so that we can do that work in a way that makes it affordable, given most of them are not-for-profit.
Yeah. Anything to add there, Cam?
Yeah, I think so. I think one of the great things about our people at GQ is that they are involved in community things that they want to be involved with. It's not a requirement that they do so, but they genuinely care about our Taranaki community and want to be involved in these things. So you might see people involved in their sports club, whether it's on the board or honorary solicitor to the board, or perhaps just volunteering. Equally, might be up the mountain doing some environmental monitoring. So there's all sorts of different things that go on, and we'd quite actually like to fully understand what people do, because there is so much going on in the background.
Look, I can just think of at least 5 of your employees who are organised, or rather who are part of different boards in the community, whether it's the Chamber, Sport Taranaki, many more. So it's good to see this is a law firm with the community at heart, not just the business community, but the wider community. So very proud of you guys, as you should be yourselves. Cam, what are some of the challenges that you're seeing these days with businesses?
Yeah, Varun, that's a good question. I think that one of the main challenges that we've been seeing in our firm is with succession planning within businesses. We're finding that business owners are either just waiting a bit too long before they start thinking about it, or they're not thinking about what that next step looks like, and it's leading into issues like key employees getting away that may have been suitable to take over the business, or they're not finding the buyers within the right amount of time that they need, or not protecting the value of the business or enhancing the value of the business by inward looking a bit and doing a bit of your own vendor due diligence, as we call it, making sure that everything's in order. We'd encourage people around Taranaki to just have a think about it, and we would say from 5 to 10 years is worth having a look at from a legal perspective, accounting, just get everything in order, ready to go.
Good, and we're happy to refer people to you as a specialist, people who have these issues, so that's a good service. Thank you.
Perfect.
Any messages you might have there for businesses that are not part of the chamber? It's a shameless plug, but that's okay.
I think there's a huge advantage of being part of the chamber, mainly around those relationship building opportunities. It's just a good place to be able to come together, share some knowledge, form some new connections, and Taranaki is such a strong relationship focused place that it's really important to have space in this busy, fast paced world to have a chat, share some challenges, work out some common ground, and I think that's one of the big advantages of the chambers.
Thank you. Alice?
Yeah, and I think it's beneficial beyond business owners themselves. If you've got key people in your business, bringing them along to chamber events and networking events, getting them built up or known and building their personal profile in the community, the chamber's a really good place to do that. So your individual or your business membership it goes beyond that, and it really is for your business as a whole.
Yeah. No, thank you. It's been great having you guys here at Chamber House today, and you've proved yourselves for 15 decades almost. It's a long time, and we're really proud to have you within our partnership, for Key Regional Partnership, the work you do, not just in the business community, but much wider, and we look forward to a long, enduring relationship. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Arun.
Thanks, Varun.
Thanks, Ken.